beautiful, and internationally known doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, she's walking the wrong way. No, there she is right there. Wrong person. Well, she's right there. Abby November.
Well, when Tony asked me to speak, she said, "Do you have a tight 10? Honey, I haven't been tight since 1969. And that was Woodstock. That was before you were born, sir. Yeah. And the only thing, if you remember Woodstock, you were not there. The only thing I remember was the back seat of a 57 Chevy. I was on top. But, you know, you look familiar. And stop playing with Mr. Happy while I'm talking. Get your hands on the table while I'm talking. Yes, I am an internationally known doctor. I don't practice surgery anymore, so I started on the wrong patient. You know, they both had the name Pat Jones. I know one was a man, one was, never mind. You know, people are too fussy, too PC now. That looks good. Eat your vitamins and minerals. You need that now. Now, during COVID, the famous Dr. November decided to write a book, which I did. It has been flying off the shelves at Bones and Nipples. And it's... Did you shop there? It's called Lube It or Lose It. Sexuality from puberty to your plots. Now, if you don't know what those words mean, ask this sweet aging lady over there. She knows. And there's also a discount coupon for a sex swing and for anal probes. Instead of having an annual colonoscopy, we send you out with Bezos and you get an anal probe. We even will give you a t-shirt. I spent $10 million to go into space. All I got was this anal probe and a fucking and an effing t-shirt. I am not a cursor like some of the sluts you may see up here. I'm a doctor, right? All right, so there's the book that I wrote, the sexuality book I told you is going off the shelves. It's going like crazy. My specialty is lubrication, miss. She's shaking her head. It is not just the gay guys or gay women. We all should be lubricated. You too, and especially you college professor. We know how tight those sphincters are. But do not buy Riplins or KY or Astroglide or Astrophysics. I recommend the natural products. If you live in the deep south of the U.S., God save your soul. But lard is very plentiful, young lady. Lard is, it's wonderful. You heat it up in a bathtub or a big pot. Rub it on your hands, on your hair. If you're bald, it may even grow some hair back. Where's Jeff? He could use it. And there's two Jeff. And also, when you bathe in it, every orifice gets very, very lubricated, right? You're eating to lubricate. Lubrication is the source of life. And lubrication is, and let me tell you, Randy, if there's any lard left over, it makes flaky pie crust and biscuits too. Now, if you're Italian, olive oil, it's one of the best olive oil plant. It's good if you're a vegan. And then you just bathe in that. What's left over is good for salad dressing. Now, I happen to be Jewish. You have any problems with that, go blank yourself. Chicken fat. It's underrated. Put the chicken fat in a big pot. Warm it up. Bathe in it. Rub it in your hair, young lady. Oh, it'll bring out the blonde highlights. And if it's not real blonde, it will bring it out all over and under your arms and the orifice. And you know when there's chicken fat left over, you get chicken soup. And we know that that's Jewish penicillin. It's Dr. November swears on it. Now, the book has been so successful Then I'm writing I'm in the middle of the second book. This is what I did during COVID, besides Zooming all over the world, talking about my wonderful products. You know, I have lubes in, Miss Nerona has told me that, Dr. November, just don't give them lube, give them flavored. You know, aromatherapy is wonderful. How about, what was the one you mentioned? Rosemary flavored chicken fat lube. It's wonderful. You can give it to your lady friends, and they'll all smell like I don't know what, but they'll be wonderful presents. And if you buy my book, you'll get 3 for $25. If you don't buy the book, it's still 3 for $25. But the second book is something very special for you, for the college professor. I would recommend it. As the demographics show, there's more people in my age group. Now, I think I'm the oldest one here, next to Methuselah, and it's, and if you don't know who the hell that is, you're really not educated. And it's called 60 Shades of Senior Safe Sex. And it's written after my long geriatric practice in nursing homes. Yes, I did work in nursing homes in the great state of New York, and in Texas, where I got my accent, and in Georgia, in the deep blankety blank South. And the first thing, besides washing and plastic gloves, because this was during COVID, lock the wheels of Granny's wheelchair. Make sure they're locked, and the walker, because you don't want them going onto their futon or whatever their sex swing is, and then go flying off, because they're very well lubricated, and you need them to be perfectly safe in their bed or futon or sex swing. Were you swinging in there when I was in the other room? Can't keep herself in trouble. Also, one of the first things I tell, it sounds like it's stupid, that it should be knowledgeable. The first thing is, take your diaper off. Right, you would think that they'd know that, but that could be really, really messy. Okay, and you need to get informed consent before two parties have consensual sex after 60. Make sure they have a pulse. Somebody's got to know CPR. And the lubrication is very, very important. Now, I know this was the scientific part of your show, because it's quiet and you're taking notes, especially Simon the Jew over there, because they are the people of the book and anal probes. And that also requires a lot of lubrication, right, Simon? Did I get a light or something, or you're saying she's out getting like a probe? Yeah. Never mind. I have colonoscopy on the brain. So I really want you to think about everything I said, because there is no way in hell I'm going to remember it. And unless it's recorded and you bought my book, then you'll understand what the hell I'm trying to say. But lubrication, lubrication, lubrication. Buy the lubes, the scented lubes, rose flower, rosemary, parsley, sage, and it's making me hungry thinking about these wonderful lubes, and they are part of life. You may laugh and say she's crazy, but when you're all dried up and shriveled, you'll say, you know, I heard that talk from Dr. Abby, aka Dr. Bubby, that lube is the way to go. The new black is lube. Thank you.